Hello everyone. Today let's talk about the signs that show us when Allah is unhappy, as described in the Quran. It's really important to know these signs so we can ask for forgiveness and get back on the right track. Allah is incredibly kind and merciful. He doesn't punish us out of the blue. He gives us signs, like little whispers in our lives, to guide us back to Him. It's our job as believers to be watchful, to notice these signs, and to respond by truly feeling sorry for our mistakes and changing our ways. Let's explore these signs, not with fear, but with a wish to be closer to our Creator and ask for His forgiveness. My dear friends, one very clear sign that Allah is not pleased is when we carry the weight of unforgiven actions. When we keep disobeying Allah, when we break His rules even though we know right from wrong, and we choose the wrong way, we invite His anger. Allah, in His endless mercy, has given us the gift of repentance, a chance to turn back to Him and ask for His forgiveness. But when we ignore this gift, when we keep doing wrong, we move further away from His mercy and invite His displeasure. Remember, my dear friends, Allah is fair, but He is also the most merciful. Turn back to Him, sincerely ask for His forgiveness, and He will forgive you because He loves to forgive. When we stray from the right path, when we turn away from the guidance of the Quran and the Sunnah, Allah, in His wisdom, might test us by letting our hearts stray even further. Imagine being lost in a huge desert, the hot sun beating down on you. You wander around, desperate for any sign, a single drop of water. This is what happens to our hearts when we stray from Allah's guidance. We get lost in the wilderness of our desires. Our hearts become hard, making it difficult to find our way back. But remember, even in the darkest darkness, Allah's light can guide us back. We must turn to Him, pray for His guidance, and He, the most merciful, will never turn away a sincere heart. Allah tests us, my friends, with both easy and difficult times. But sometimes we don't see these tests for what they are. We become overwhelmed by the difficulties, forgetting that Allah tests those He loves. When tough times come our way, and instead of turning to Allah we turn away, we invite His displeasure. These challenges, my dear friends, are not meant to break us, but to make us stronger, to bring us closer to our Creator. Let's face these challenges with patience and prayer, seeking comfort in our connection with Allah, and He will surely help us through. We often think blessings are material wealth, success, and comfort. But what happens when Allah gives these blessings to those who don't care about Him? This, my friends, is a test, a trial. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, might give worldly blessings to some as a way of testing their thankfulness and sincerity. When we become consumed by these blessings, forgetting they are from Allah, when we let them distract us from our duties to Him, we fall into the trap of complacency. Remember, true blessings are those that bring us closer to Allah, not those that distance us from Him. The human heart, my friends, is a fragile thing. It can be softened by faith and good deeds, or it can harden like stone, unable to feel the truth. When we repeatedly ignore the signs of Allah, when we close our hearts to His message, when we keep sinning without feeling sorry, our hearts start to harden. The truth becomes a distant echo, and the light of faith flickers and dims, but even the hardest of hearts can be softened by Allah's mercy. We must turn to Him with humility and sincerity, begging Him to soften our hearts, to guide us back to His light. Barakah, my friends, is the blessing of Allah. It is the feeling of abundance, even when we have little. It is the sense that our time, our wealth, and our efforts are being multiplied by Allah's grace. When we live disobeying Allah, we risk losing His barakah. Our wealth might disappear despite our best efforts. Our time might slip away, leaving us feeling empty and unfulfilled. Our efforts might seem pointless no matter how hard we try. But remember, Allah is the source of all barakah. By returning to Him, by seeking His pleasure in all that we do, we can regain that lost blessing and live a life full of purpose and meaning. Our connection with Allah is nurtured through worship. Salah, fasting, zakat, these are not burdens but gifts, opportunities to draw closer to our Creator. But when our hearts are distant from Allah, when we are consumed by the love of this world, these acts of worship can start to feel heavy. We might find ourselves rushing through our prayers, our minds filled with worldly concerns. We might neglect our fasts or give charity unwillingly without feeling the joy of giving. This, my friends, is a sign that our hearts need healing. We must strive to reconnect with Allah, to find joy and peace in our worship, and He, the most merciful, will surely revive our hearts. May Allah protect us from His anger and guide us to the right path. These signs, my friends, are not meant to make us afraid, but to wake us up, to remind us that we depend on Allah. Let's try to live our lives following His teachings, seeking His pleasure in everything we do, asking for His forgiveness and guidance. And let's never lose hope in His infinite mercy because He is the most forgiving, the most merciful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Jazakallah khair.